Welcome to the legendary Gibb River Road. With over 1,000 kilometres of dirt track, it's famous for its corrugations, which has earned it the nickname the Caravan Killer. For 23 days, we braved this notorious track, encountering some of the worst corrugations we've ever seen. Not only do we tackle the Gibb River Road, we take the journey up to the unspoilt, remote beauty of Honeymoon Bay and McGowans Island.
What you got? That's what it's about.
But the Gibb River Road isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. Along the way, we visit some of the most breathtaking gorges this region has to offer.
Not bad, is it?
And each stop was like discovering a hidden treasure in this rugged outback.
Smells like guano.
But don't be fooled. This trip wasn't all smooth sailing. The Gibb had some surprises up its sleeve for us, but hey, it's all about the adventure, right? Okay, not so sure if you can see that helicopter that just came over and like hovered over the top of our caravan and did that. And just I'm Bianca, I'm travelling with my husband Grant, and we're living like kings. Join us on this adventure. We're about to do the Gibb.
We're here.
Finally.
Yeah. We've only seen everyone else having photos like at this sign. We're finally here doing it.
Finally. Wow. Long time in the making. We're really excited and I don't know. Let's just get out there.
Let's just do it. Come on.
Just do it.
Let's go.
We just pulled up at our first camp on the Gibb, Lenard River rest area, and we're just setting up. And I can't show you if we got any dirt or anything like that into the caravan. It's because we haven't driven on the dirt yet. I didn't realise the blacktop went this far into the Gibb. So I think just past Lenard River is where the dirt starts. So we haven't even started on the dirt yet. So we've just come out for a little walk down to Lenard River and we're just on the side of the road. There's so much mulla just on the side. It's absolutely beautiful and it's the right light for it and everything. Yeah? Oh, oh, damn it.
Yeah, it's really warm. Not really warm. I'm sure it'll still take my breath away, but it's still warm.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you. Only God knew.
Okay, we're out for our first adventure on the Gibb, and we're at Windjana Gorge. There's only a short walk open.
It's mostly closed due to the imminent wet season, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You can't win them all, but from what we're seeing, it's still worth it.
Yeah, beautiful. No drones, unfortunately. But yeah, okay, we're going to go on the little short 2K walk and take you along.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you?
So we've made it to the end of the gorge as far as we can get. It's all close past here. Absolutely beautiful, just spectacular. Definitely come here.
What are we about to do?
We're about to go into Tunnel Creek.
The tunnel.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that I would be anxious and nervous about doing it and going into the dark. But I'm not. So we'll see how we go.
Why aren't you?
I have no idea.
Has it got anything to do with the human decoys that we're doing it with?
Or maybe. Maybe, but I don't know. It's something I would usually be nervous about, but I'm not at all for some reason. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do it then.
Yeah. So apparently the trail, it's a 2-kilometre return trip. It should take about an hour to go in through Tunnel Creek to the pools on the other side.
You all good there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're all right.
Just in case I fall, you can capture it on camera. A little bit of a tight squeeze through the rocks to get into Tunnel Creek. Lucky I'm so nimble.
Use that upper body strength.
I don't have any. Yes.
Oh. Yep. Smells like guano. That's what that poo.
I was going to say, that's bat poo if you don't know what that is. And it's from Ace Ventura as well.
Guano.
Hashtag Grant's a film nerd. Very cool in here. Actually cool in temperature and like cool in the scenery.
If you look up, don't open your mouth.
This is really cool in here.
Both in,
Sorry.
Stop it.
I keep looking at you.
both in temperature, but also just, it's amazing. It's huge in here, and there are just massive stalactites. Huge, just hanging from the ceiling. Not like the big sharp ones, but just giant bulbous things. And when the kids go away, it's dead quiet.
Yeah.
Apart from the odd screech from the odd bat.
Yeah. It's beautiful. The water's freezing.
Water is glacial.
And the footage in here, I apologise, is not going to be the best because it's just a torch and it's very dark. Actually, turn the torch off a bit.
Okay.
See, it's dark.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can't see it at all.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
So all packed up, about to hit the road and head over to our next campsite so we can drop the caravan off and then go hit Bell Gorge. We've made it onto the dirt. Hopefully you can hear us. But the road's not too bad so far.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. We'll see how we go. But it's alright so far.
It doesn't sound pretty good, but I've got the tyres down a fair way. And I'm not doing much more than 70 k's, just cruising. And it's a good speed to do because I can see what's coming up. I've already sort of avoided a few washouts and dust holes and stuff, so yeah, and nothing's working super hard. There's no one behind me, I think.
Can't see in the dust.
No, I can see around the corner. Yeah, so far so good.
I thought that once we hit the dirt that we would just be on the dirt, but we're not. We're flicking between blacktop and ungraded roads, and I didn't expect that, so I thought I'd just let everybody know in case they were expecting once you hit the dirt you're just on the dirt, but we're not.
But the dirt sections aren't too bad. There are some sort of hidden dips and stuff that if you're going much faster than 80k an hour, you'd be doing all sorts of damage. I know people have gone faster, but my question is why? Why bother? Just cruise along, take it all in, you know, keep an eye open for giant bulls. Oh man, we saw a couple that were being herded by a helicopter and they were from not that far away. I thought it was a camel. It was big, real big. But no, it was a bull. Big old bull.
But the blacktop is in the sections where it's really windy or hilly and you've got dips and like washouts and things like that.
Yeah.
But so far, so good, and we're just about to hit the dirt again.
3, 2, 1, and...
We've just wrapped for our camp for the night. We're going to unhitch and then head off into Bell Gorge. Imintji campground. It looks really new. It's just been freshly done. There's amenities here. We are meeting some friends here tonight. That's why we've camped here. I think it was $38 for the night. But it's all right. The sizes of the sites are a bit weird, but we've got one here with a shelter, and there's one just in front of me here, which is, I don't know, it's just like a little part next to the road, so it's very strange how they've laid it out, but so far seems all right. We've picked an okay spot for us, and it's just doing the fun job of unhitching. Look. Nice and close probably. So all good. Nothing really moved. Not too much dust has gotten in, so great for day one on the dirt road.
It's a locking pin for the DO35 hitch. We already had it but then we changed to the DO45. It only just fits for the DO45. You can buy one specifically for the DO45 hitch, but we already had the smaller one for the DO35. That's what we put in when we leave the caravan.
Yeah. It's just a little extra safety measure that we do when we are going to leave the caravan in places and go out and explore. You know, just so no one comes up and hitches it up, takes it from us. Going.
Bell Gorge. We just pulled up to the car park, got ourselves sorted, and we're going to go and check it out.
So I think it's about a 2 kilometre round trip. Not 100% sure, but I do know there's no drones allowed. So again, no drone footage. And on the way in it just says, you know, be cautious about the heat and everything like that and be very prepared. It's probably 35, 37 degrees right now. It's quite warm. It's about 12:30, I reckon. And there's not one bit of breeze, so there's no really relief from the heat at the moment. But, well, we've got water with us and we'll give it a go.
In an ideal world, you'd want to do this in the morning or afternoon, but you still got to get back to wherever you're camping because there's no camping north of Silent Grove, which is 15, 18 k's south of Bell Gorge car park. So I don't know. I'd rather do it early in the morning.
One thing I love about WA's dry heat is as soon as you enter a bit of shade, it's instantly like 10 degrees cooler. You don't get that on the eastern states. It's just humid and it's like you're in the sun and it's hot and then you're in the shade and it's just still hot. But the dry heat, it's great. Don't fall in.
That is so nice. And that's me saying that, who whinges about cold all the time. That's really, really nice.
We made it to the first section, but we want to get down here. We want to go down there and have a little swim. We just got to figure out where the path is to get down there. I'm sure we'll find it. The water looks so inviting.
No, it doesn't. It looks cold, but I just felt it up there. It felt warm, but who knows? Not bad, eh?
Okay.
But that was Bell Gorge done.
Yeah, done and dusted.
Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. I do recommend the extra grade 5 hike to get down and have a swim.
If your knees and hips will take it.
Correct. It is a lot of scrambling up and down rocks.
It's pretty full on actually.
If you are a bit uneasy, I sat down for a lot of things to kind of get down. So I didn't fall, because we all know I fall. So if you are uneasy, probably don't go all the way down, but if you're up to it, definitely recommend. That's it. We're going to head way back to the car. It's we're nice and cool now from all the water.
Well, until we have to start walking back.
Yeah, and then we'll warm up.
It's a bit of a still hot walk down, but well worth it. It's stunning. It's just as beautiful up on the top of the falls as it is down the bottom.
Yeah.
Well worth it, yeah.
In the depths of silence, where echoes remain, you were the sunrise, and I was the rain. A collision of souls, opposing in flight. I was the darkness.
On the road again, we're heading to Mount Barnett, then go camp at Lenard Gorge today. So we're at Galvans Gorge. It's just really off the side of the road. There's the parking area. Then you walk a kilometre in to the gorge.
The only thing that, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit annoyed because it's off the side of the road, and I don't know if it's because of that or if it's just people being something not very nice. TP everywhere.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Swear to God, I'm not going to be nice to people if I see them doing that stuff. Hey, like I'm sick to death of it.
I don't understand. Like every single person doing the Gibb has a gear bag and a rubbish bag with them. You brought toilet paper in with you. Just put it in your bin. Like, why do you have to leave it scattered around on the ground for everybody else to look at? And it's just disgusting, and it's littering.
Mm-hmm. Just so inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Just it really annoys me.
Yeah.
We come all this way to see these beautiful places, and then inconsiderate a-holes come and destroy it for us and wreck it and just leave their mess lying around.
If we see anybody doing it, they'll get a talking to.
We need more than hopes and wishes for us to make it through the night. Stormy weather, weary eyes, hope to make it through the night. Before this night is over, I will
It's not bad, is it?
all this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life. I've been told that time will heal. Oh, puppy! Hi, Pop. You coming out? Hi, Billy. Yeah! Ease my pain. Before this night is over, I will guide you.
I know it's early days on our gorge adventure, but so far, early call, that's my favourite
Why?
because it has dogs in it.
Like not all year round, but
No.
the time that we were there happened to have some dogs in it.
And they were
Really
so
cute
cute, swimming, catching the ball. It just made us miss our two so much. But it was great. They were so cute. But the gorge itself is actually beautiful. Definitely worth the trek in. It's
We're at Manning Gorge, so we're about to go do the walk. It was a little bit later than what we thought it was going to be for us, but not feeling that great this morning. But it's very quiet. I feel like everyone that's camping here has either left or gone on the walk already, so we're going to tag along and get wet.
It's 7:45 at the moment in the morning. They say to do the gorge first thing in the morning because it does get quite hot through there. I think it's about a 3-kilometre trek into the gorge, 3 kilometres back, so 6k round trip. Looking forward to it. Okay, 5k return. So the first part of the hike is crossing the river, and they have a blue tub that you can put all your backpacks and everything that you don't want to get wet in, and you gotta wade swim across the river. I think there's like one section that's deep.
Yeah,
really.
It's just on the far side. It's a little deep, but
That's pretty good. It's pretty easy to get across. Okay, after you cross, there's this rocky section. I was just looking around going, oh, is there any pathway marked? But if you look down, there's some arrows painted on the rocks, and then on the eye level rocks there's some like white dots and stuff, so just keep your eye out for those and follow the path. About 1 kilometre. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have like a Fitbit or anything on. So far it's been really easy hike. You gotta walk up some rocks and just be careful of where you put your feet, but it's not strenuous or anything. We're puffing a little because we're both still sick and coughing and can't breathe.
yeah,
But-
crap on our lungs a little bit. Just trying to stay away from people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy so far. And I don't know what time it is. Probably about 8:30, but it's not too hot yet, which is good. And
Really quiet though. Beautiful.
super quiet. And I'm really glad that we crossed the river because we're still wet, and when you get a little bit of
Just
breeze,
keeps you cool.
it keeps you nice and cool. So it's good. Getting close, I can hear the waterfall and I can hear people. Just a little bit more scrambling down the hill.
It's not bad, is it?
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Worth the effort to walk down here. It wasn't that hard. It was actually quite a pretty mild walk. Just some scrambling over some rocks, but it's pretty good.
So in my opinion, I feel like Manning Gorge is nicer than Bell Gorge. It's just, I don't know. For me, personally, it has a better feeling to it. The water feels cleaner. It's not full of as much moss. So you don't get it all in your fingers. I don't know, it just has a better feeling for me.
And you're having a swim at the start, at the end, and then back at the start again when you get back. You're having 3 dips on the one trip, which is pretty good. Especially when it's a bit on the warm side like it is today. So go for another dip.
Oh, back to the little river crossing again. It really didn't feel that long to get back. It probably takes longer to get there. There's more like downhill and you have to be a bit more cautious. On the way back it's, I don't know, a bit more uphill. When you're scrambling up the rocks it's a little bit easier up than down. But yeah, we're back here, back to the beginning. About to cross the little river again. And it's been a great hike. Really enjoyed it. Greg didn't want to wait for the bucket, so he's just going. Not gonna work. Oh, the hat's alright.
Head up. Up. It's not as easy as it looks.
I wasn't already stuffed, I am now.
So we've all packed up from Windjana Gorge. That was absolutely amazing. We're just now back at the Mount Barnett Roadhouse. Grant's going to put some fuel in and we're going to try and go as far as we can towards Honeymoon Bay today. If we can make it all the way, that's great. If not, we'll just camp on the road somewhere. Yeah, but fuel. I think it's about $2.93 a litre. So it's fun, but you got to do what you got to do. The road from Mount Barnett has been a little rougher than it has the previous days. So we've been on the road for about an hour and a half, 2 hours I think. We just stopped, we're just checking everything, making sure that everything is good. I'm gonna open the caravan, go inside, and hopefully everything's good in there as well. So Grant was just checking the lights, because they did kind of get loose the other day. When we went out to Bell Gorge, just forgot to film that. So far everything looks alright, but I'm just going to go in the caravan. Okay. No dust or anything so far. Okay. Okay, we got a bit of dust here. So I think that's coming from underneath the fridge. Okay, toothpaste has fallen out. Okay, no major damage in the caravan. A little bit of dust, but all good.
I just
did that creek crossing there, and I felt something sort of rattle at the front. And even though we had the music going, I'm always listening for anything and everything out of the usual. So I checked this. These have been coming off. They were put on pretty poorly. And yeah, it's a long story, but basically there's welds on it, and when they put them on, they made a mess of it, and now they don't the bolt doesn't stay on properly. So I've had to grind back the welds on this part, the bracket, down here, and just keep nipping it up, and yeah, just keep an eye on it basically. It's got nylock nuts on it, but this road is so rough, like in places, and it just, these things are so solid. Any accessories that you put on them, they're going to get shaken to no end. So anyway, pays to stop and listen and have a look and check things.
We're just about to cross Drysdale River crossing, and being a good YouTuber, I'm going to walk across and then film. It's really pretty. I didn't have the camera recording. I took one step in the water and just slid straight over. Luckily I didn't get myself wet. Just kind of landed on my knee. Yeah. We're still trying to make our way out to Honeymoon Bay. I think it's about 5:15. Apparently we're not too far away. The road is a bit crappy. The light is coming loose, so Grant's taking that off, and we've lost the cover off the light. But hopefully not too much longer. The sun is definitely going down, and hopefully it doesn't get dark before we get there, because that's not going to be fun. It's pretty dark. Hopefully you can see us. So the sun is definitely going down. It's 5:45 now. I think we've probably got about 2 kilometres left of the track. But when you're doing like 5 to 10 k's an hour, it does take a while.
Wish I was doing 5 to 10 k's an hour.
2 k's an hour? I don't know. Yeah, hopefully we get there. We may just like camp in the middle of the track somewhere. We'll see. So we followed the signs that said to Honeymoon Bay, and our GPS was telling us to go a different direction, and we're sometimes the GPS lies to us, so we're like, okay, we'll follow the actual signs that tell you this is the direction. I hope this is the direction, and we're actually going to get to camp. I think we've made it. It's very dark. It's about 6:10. We've made it. People from the office are staring at us going, what the hell are people pulling in this late? I agree with them. But let's just go see what we can do. It's so dark. So, done. We are in the campgrounds. We've got a spot. We're not unhitching. We're kind of mostly level, and we're gonna go out inside and have dinner. Grant needs a rest. It's been a big day.
Yep.
So It's been a bit of an adventure, but I don't know. We're here. Hopefully it's beautiful in the morning. Oh, there's a lot of dust.
Wow.
But underneath, oh, it's not that much, but it's just underneath in that corner. Oh,
What?
microwave shelf fell out.
Microwave. How did that open and close?
Yeah,
Is it in one piece?
I don't know.
Nope.
No, damn it.
Okay. There is so much dust on the floor.
Yep. Well, I did say the microwave shelf's just never fallen out. Hopefully I don't jinx myself. And yeah. There's so much dust everywhere. Pretty good. Okay, not too much, just the microwave. Could be worse. So last night when we pulled in, it's probably about, I don't know, 6:30. We've just camped up here, up the top area. There is a bit of camping you can do up here, and there's showers and some toilets up here. And now we're going to move. We've just gone in and seen the lady, paid, and we're going to move down to the beach kind of area and set up camp for the next couple of days. Now that's not a bad view to wake up to in the morning. We've driven, I don't know, about 10 minutes around from the beach camp to where you launch the boat. And they just don't want you to launch the boat directly in front of the camp, so you know the beach doesn't wash away. We're just taking the boat off. Now it is croc country up here. We haven't really launched the boat really in croc country. I haven't seen any. But Grant's just gonna go back and try to like get the trailer, the boat to kind of go off the trailer itself. Yeah. Okay, boat is off. Now we just need to get in and go out. It's a beautiful day. We're in the water, made it in. It's so clear and it's actually really warm, the water.
So good, eh? To actually be in the water up here. Where are you?
Underneath.
Oh, jeez. Pulling this way. Winding this way. Give him up. Keep going. Ah, it's a trevally.
Another one.
I don't have one.
Where's the net?
I don't have the net. Sorry about the filming. I had to help her. Bloody awesome, that's what you want. Look at you catching the fish before I do again.
Wow.
Not bitter at all.
So that was like first cast with that little lure in this spot. And then as I was pulling him in, another one was chasing him underneath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you reckon there was a shark or?
I don't know, but something was chasing. It wasn't that, it was about the same size.
Oh, okay, yeah, they usually hunt.
Okay, is that a keeper?
I think it might be a keeper. He's 47.
Cool. We want to keep him if he's good eating. And you want to keep him, we can keep him.
May as well.
Yeah.
What you got?
Hey! How good is that? I don't know, he's nearly 50 centimetres. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ah. We've just come up to the top of the campsite and they have a fish cleaning station set up here to clean the fish because they ask to not do any fish cleaning or gutting like that in the water in the bay because that attracts the crocodiles obviously, and the less crocodiles the better. So come up to the fish cleaning station, clean your fish. They have a bit where you can put all the guts and everything and they'll get rid of it. Okay, not so sure if you can see that helicopter that just came over and like hovered over the top of our caravan and did that. And just threw our awning straight on top of the caravan. So, not fun at all. Let's see if we can get it down. I've just been up on the ladder and taken the end caps off, reattached the arms from the other part of the awning.
Taking care of business is what you've been doing.
And then that's all tucked up. We're gonna leave it there for now. It's a little bit windy, so in the morning when it's not windy, we'll pull it all out do the last touches, and hopefully we have an awning that kind of works. Fingers crossed. It's positive right now. It's positive.
And to the chopper pilot, if you're watching, thanks a bunch.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So I did quickly talk about it before whilst it was all in action. But yeah, behind us, it looked like an army, I don't know, Chinook or some kind of helicopter.
It was a military helicopter of some description.
Military helicopter. And it was just hanging out right in front of our caravan and then flipped the whole awning. I was inside editing. Grant was having a nap. He wasn't feeling very well. Still not feeling very well. And I just ran outside and it just was about, by the time I got outside, the poles from the awning was 30 centimetres above the top of my arms and I just couldn't reach it and it just flipped completely over the roof of the caravan. Starlink was on our roof, is on our roof, and it survived, so that's really lucky. Yeah, and we had some guys from the other camps come over and just hold the awning and the canvas once we got it back over to this side.
Good old Aussie spirit.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then we were able to wind the canvas in and then I could detach the rest of the pieces and then we could work to putting them all back together again.
It seems like it's going to be okay. So we're just going to bolt the legs on tomorrow and see how we go. But it looks like it will be okay, but it was just not a nice feeling. But anyway, could be worse.
So we may have fixed it. Yes.
Yeah, that's a relief. It looked worse than what it probably was in hindsight.
Yeah.
But just given our past run-ins with the awning, yeah, it wasn't a good feeling. So once again, thanks a bunch, helicopter pilot. If you're around tents or caravans, please keep the hell away.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a rescue pilot, in which case you've got to do a job, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you wreck my awning, but if you're out sightseeing and stuff, get stuffed.
I mean, I don't know what the rules are, but I know we can't even fly our drone that close to someone else's caravan, let alone a helicopter. So
well, people in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, anyway, it's fixed. Woo!
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, hauling. You got the white knuckles holding.
The morning's here. Not a breath of wind. It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning here in the morning. It is about 5:30 in the morning at the moment. We are going to pack up, hit the road, hit that track as early as possible so we don't come into oncoming traffic because there's not many places to pull over that we noticed when we drove through on the way in. There's that thing again, babe. I don't know if that showed up in camera, but something's been popping up in the water and we're not sure what it is. I don't know if it's fish or if it's like a manta ray. We seen a big manta ray yesterday. But man, this water is glassy. Of course, the day that we're leaving, it's usually how it happens. All packed up, ready to head over to McGowans. You'll notice that the boat trailer is on top of the boat. Couldn't be bothered unpacking it just to rebuild it again. So let's let's get going. Did you find Honeymoon Bay?
I love Honeymoon Bay. It's unfortunately we've had our normal luck. Let's just say that with weather and wind. It was just really windy throughout the day, and it sort of really minimised how much we could get out in the boat, which is a bit upsetting. But at least we got it out once. Bianca caught a fish. I'm happy. Like if that's all we can do, I'm content. So, but also making me more content was the mornings when it was glassed out and it was just stunning.
The track from Honeymoon back to the turnoff to go down to McGowans is 7 kilometres, and it's a long 7 kilometres with the caravan on. It's probably going to take us about an hour and a half to get through to that turnoff. I'll show you the road as we're going through, the parts that are a bit more difficult, so you can really weigh your mind up if you want to bring your caravan up here or not. There were a lot of people camping that had left their caravans at Drysdale? Left their caravans at Drysdale, then driven up with just a tent or a swag, and then go back and pick up their caravan. So that's an option if you do want to come out here and explore. There is a campground in Kalumburu itself as well, if you wanted to do that. But we'll show you what the track looks like so you can make your own decisions. And yeah, when you come in from Kalumburu, follow the signs that have directions. Your GPS could be lying to you. We were speaking to the owners. The road that our HEMA map is currently showing and the way Gibbs was directing us has been washed away, and it was been washed away for about 7 years. So don't follow that. Make sure you actually follow the signs that say, you know, turn to the left here, turn to the right here, keep coming. It's so many kilometres left, so follow the signs. Okay, so we've made it down to the turnoff. So 7 kilometres back up where we went is Honeymoon Bay, and then 2 kilometres down here is McGowans. So we're going to go down to McGowans now.
Slow down, hold on, take a breath. If I could, I'd make me feel less. Something in my brain causes stress. So come on, make me feel different. You wanna hold, don't hold back. Oh, your little drama's got me mad. And I don't need
So I'm pretty sure that's a croc slide, and that's our caravan. Just there, croc slide. How far did it come up? What is that? Definitely a croc slide. Wow. Should check this sunset out. Just beautiful. It's got a beautiful like red orange glow to it. It's just stunning. So basically, the whole time we've been here so far at McGowans, it's been about 3 or 4 days that we've been here. It has been windy. It's like this in the morning, and then within about an hour or two, it gets super windy. So all we've been able to do so far is like fish off the rocks. And we haven't really put the boat in yet, so today we're gonna go put the boat in. But there was one moment that we put the boat in for about 2 minutes the other day. Grant's shaking his head. I didn't manage to capture it all on my phone.
What a shame.
But I captured some of it.
Damn it.
So what we were doing, we were out on the rocks. So we're fishing out on the rocks, and the wind started to pick up, and we thought, all right, let's go inside. And Grant bent over to like pick up the tackle bag. And what happened?
My hat blew off and went straight into the drink.
Yeah.
And started to drift off.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, that's no good. Can't jump in after it.
So we can't really jump in after it because there is a crocodile that hangs out on this beach.
It hangs out almost in that corner of the beach where the rocks are.
And we had seen what's it called? A croc slide? Like about 10 metres from kind of the rocks where we were. So we knew there was a croc slide there.
Anyway, so I scaled the rocks, ran back to the car, put the boat in, and then I sort of didn't realise, you know how you get like in the zone and you don't think of anything but the goal? Yeah, that's what happened to me. So I ran back. I was goal focused. Didn't think about anything else. I didn't check the winch to see if it was hooked to the boat. Reversed it back down the boat ramp. Got to the water and I touched the brakes a little bit too hard and the boat decided to slide off and begun to drift off. So I don't think I've ever moved that fast in my life. But I put the truck in park, got out of the truck, sprinted down the beach with my pluggers on, with my archies on, and fully like thongs and everything, just went straight into the water, dove for the bow rope. At least that was hanging out, and I just rescued the boat. Got in the boat, ran over towards the rocks, and my hat was sort of tumbling on the surface of the water. It was going to go any second, or a shark was going to take it or something. And it was at that point it started to get quite windy. I got close to the boat. The wind then blew the hat underneath the boat. Oh no, she's gone now. Oh well, I'm up for a new boat, for a new hat. And it came up by the motor, and I leant back and I accidentally ripped the throttle, and the whole boat just woo, and I leaned back and Bianca thought I was Gornsky for sure.
So I'm standing on the rocks because I had all the fishing gear and I just said, look, Grant, go get the boat. I'll tidy up all of this. And I grabbed my camera out and I was filming and I'm watching this. And just, when you're filming but you're actually watching, I wasn't looking through the camera. So just at that moment, the camera moves up and down. So you can't actually, I didn't capture it on camera. But I was like, oh my God, Grant is going to fall now into the water and we're going to lose the boat and he's going to lose his hat. Like, this is just insane.
I'm going to lose my boat for the sake of losing a hat.
Yep.
So.
But luckily.
I wasn't going to lose my hat. It was not going to happen.
And you didn't lose the boat because you pulled the.
I pulled the ripcord. I had the ripcord. At least I thought of that. Right? Anyway. So, yeah, my uncle Nat, Bodgy brother number 1, he'd be proud of those shenanigans, I reckon.
Anyway, so Grant's hat's all now been out of shape because it's been in the ocean, and then it's been washed off with bore water.
Yeah.
But it still works.
Oh, it's looking about as proportionately rough to its wearer, so it's all right.
Yeah. All right. So let's put the boat in. That was a little soft. The big girl just does it. Look at this. Punted across the bay, and we're now at the mouth of the King Edward River, and we've got all the mangroves. We're gonna have a flick, and I don't know, hopefully, what do you want, a barra or a jack or something?
Anything edible at this point.
We're probably not going to catch anything, but we'll give it a go. Oh yeah. Yeah. Woo! Oh, babe.
Yeah.
Oh,
How good is that?
he looks like a keepy too. Yeah.
That's what it's about.
How good is that? That didn't even take you that long.
Oh, it took me long enough.
Oh, no. Awesome.
All right.
Good job. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, cod.
What size they need to be?
He's good.
Oh, he's got a little fish in his mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hang on. Oh, break sea cod.
Yeah. I haven't got it on camera, but I've just seen in the mangroves just over there this croc just pop up. You can see his head and all his back. He's probably about 50 metres or so away, but he's just ducked back under. So if he comes up again, I'll see if I can film him. Just in between there. So just in between those mangroves is where I seen that croc pop up. And we're just punting over this. I don't know. We're probably not going to find him, but have a look.
The sky is blue, the sun is high. Sitting here on my own, I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me, that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll.
Yep.
And to
Good a place as any, I guess.
Okay, so we just stopped, and I just dropped my line in with some bait, and then just probably a 1.2 metre reef shark just come and start circling us. So we're like, rightio.
Yeah, this bay, there are millions of them. There's millions of sharks up here. So it's the thing though, like everyone that I've spoken to that fishes up here have all said, look, you get a fish, you get that thing up straight away. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you try that, it doesn't matter. They're onto it, they're there. So if you're able to get a fish, just move on, find another spot. As soon as you see a shark, don't bother, just move. So, yeah, there's a lot of them and they're hungry.
what it is. It doesn't feel super heavy. Oh, a little shark. They're your favourite, babe.
Alright, so what'd you get?
I got a shark.
Oh, good.
Can we eat him?
Oh, good. No.
Okay, give me the pole. Things.
Are you going to be okay?
Hope another shark doesn't come and try and eat him. Gone? Yeah. Well, so you might have had a fish and then the shark took the fish. I so thought I was snagged, but I've got like a little baby.
Well, that's what she thought she was snagged. Look. Do you see it? Does it come up on film? She thought she was snagged with that.
Yep. We're ready to leave. We're not at Honeymoon Bay, we're at McGowans.
McGowans.
We're at McGowans. And Grant's just putting water into our tanks. Now, there are some YouTube videos out there, and we've seen them, of filling up your tanks from the creek before you get to Kalumburu. Just wanted to let you know that you don't actually have to do that. There's water at Drysdale, there's water at Honeymoon, and there's water here at McGowans. So you don't need to worry about filling up from a creek. There is water available.
I will just say, just ask first though.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it's okay. It probably will be, but just ask. It's always nice to ask. The caretakers have assured us it's fine. The water's pretty good. It's a little bit cleaner than out of the creek. The creek, yeah, you don't know what, like you can filter it, but it's not that clean. It's fresh, sure, but it's not clean.
It's going to have animal droppings and stuff in there.
There's wild pigs and stuff everywhere. They shit in the creek.
And there's brumbies and cattle and everything else like that. So if you're safer just picking up water where you can. It is bore water, but it's fine. Just chuck a filter on. You can drink it. We don't drink it because I just don't like the taste. So we have bottled water to drink. But yeah, it's fine in the caravan. There are like flushing toilets at both Honeymoon and McGowans and showers. So you don't really need to fill up in a creek. You don't have to worry about that. Anyway, it's all tucked up, ready to go. The other thing was the eggs fell out. We had an egg crack in the fridge, so I've now put the eggs into the crisper so they won't go anywhere, and if they do, it's all contained. So, yeah, we're just waiting for the water to fill up. Once that's filled up, we'll hit the road and hopefully make our way down to the Gibb River roadside free camp. We drove past it on the way in, looks pretty nice. So we'll go head there.
So this is why you listen to the vehicle, and I was just driving on this road coming out of McGowans. It's pretty rough, slow going. You can drive it faster if you want to break stuff. That's not my style. But you just listen for squeaks and stuff, and I heard some squeaks coming from what I thought was the roof. I was right. I just pulled over, had a look, and I just checked the usual suspects. So a couple of times the shovel holder had sort of developed a bit of a squeak. I nipped up all those little bolts and they weren't the problem. I thought, oh, maybe it's the boat. Sure enough, the two front ratchet straps were not as tight as they could have been, and the bow was just sort of squeaking and just moving from one side of the front of the rack to the other. I've just nipped them up and there's no movement, and now that we're sort of, I can't hear anything, so.
So that's the river that people have like stopped and filled their tanks up with before they've got up to Honeymoon or McGowans. Doesn't look great to me. I wouldn't do it, that's for sure. So last night we pulled into Drysdale Station to get fuel. It was about 2 o'clock, and to be honest, we really couldn't be bothered driving any further, so we've just pulled up camp. But this morning we were having breakfast, and Grant just went in the cupboard to get our coffee cups out. Oh no!
That just won't do.
I don't know if I could drink out of that one.
But what won't do is that the fact that you don't have an alternative.
Oh, I just have to use it.
Unless is there something in the truck?
I can't. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna look in the drawer. Where are the keys? In the drawer in the car that when we went to Gurry and camped out of. I might have a coffee cup in there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have a coffee in a drinking cup. Anything in here? Not that drawer. Oh no. Nothing, just a whole load of gluten-free 2-minute noodles. We're all packed up. We're leaving Drysdale Station, heading over to Ellenbrea. We might stop in at the Gibb River rest area and have a little look. We haven't. You can go out to Mitchell Falls from here. You can walk, I think it's 2.5 hours, or you can drive out, or you can do it in a helicopter. We haven't done Mitchell Falls this time. We'll probably come back and do that another time. Let's hit the road.
Let's hit the road.
We've just pulled over. We're at the Gibb River kind of camping area. It's a free spot to camp. We were intending to camp here last night. We just kind of got over the car and the corrugations. So we pulled up at Drysdale, but we thought we'd still come and have a look, and it would have been absolutely lovely to camp here last night, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's quite a pretty little spot.
Absolutely beautiful. Would have been great, had a campfire and everything, but you know, sometimes you're just not feeling it. But we'll show you, and if you are coming through the Gibb, I recommend coming and staying here.
If you can find a spot, because there's not a lot of spots.
Yeah.
If you're in a rooftop, you can pop a spot anywhere. But if you're with a caravan, not so many spots.
Yeah. You probably don't want to pull up late either, because there won't be many spots left.
Yeah, maybe a handful if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Present now is my past, so lost in a familiar place, while everybody's moving on, and I try to...
Nothing like a bit of blacktop after you've been on corrugations.
And bad ones too.
Pretty bad.
That was quite the rough road.
Yeah.
Honeymoon.
Yeah, Honeymoon and McGowans. I will say that, well, we're on the corrugations.
The dream's over.
Oh no, there's a bit. Oh no, that's corrugations as well. But I will say, whilst we don't think it is the worst road we've ever driven on, it is the most amount of damage that we've ever gotten on a road. Yeah.
I mean, our rig's usually pretty solid, particularly our caravan. So far, the damage that we've done is I've lost a grease cap off one of the hubs. We have gotten a little bit of dust ingress, but that was through two of the windows at the back that aren't sealing shut as well as they used to. So that's a problem that I'll have to sort out shortly. And our microwave plate, it came out on the way up to Honeymoon Bay. That was a rough road. That was a road track. It was a very rough track. Yeah, so we've been on, I believe we've been on worse roads. For some reason, we just didn't do as much damage, or any damage. But that's the only damage that we've got, that we've had so far, touch wood. That's not a lot of damage if you think about it.
I mean, Grant was forgetting my coffee cup.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the coffee cup.
My coffee cup's gone. And then we just had like an egg break and the pepper spill and some soy sauce spill. Oh, okay. And we have had 2 milks explode. That's about it. Like nothing serious.
So it's been less damage and more carnage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gibb River carnage.
Oh yeah. Tune in next week.
Exactly. Ellenbrea Station. We just checked in and they have gluten-free scones here. So we've just ordered scones. I just walked back to the car to grab the camera. But we just ordered some scones, waiting for them to arrive. And I just thought I'd show you around. It's really pretty here. It's like a little oasis. Grant's scone is gluten-free, so they do have gluten-free options here. I've got the standard one. You can tell the difference between the two when you look at them, but that looks like a pretty good gluten-free scone.
Yeah, yours looks better, but as far as gluten-free scones are concerned, it doesn't look too bad.
Ooh, looks pretty good.
Oh, not bad. Sticker.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. More? There you go.
Where are you going to put in?
Alright.
In the front, maybe? No,
There we
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Checked in. We've dropped the caravan off at the little campground and now we've gone for a little short drive, probably about 2 k's to the start of the walking track for Sandy Gorge. I think it's only about 500 metres to the gorge. So I'm gonna go do that. Have a swim.
Yeah.
Why do they call this the Sandy Gorge?
Can't imagine why they call it that. Don't know. It's like a beach sand.
We made it. Very pretty. One of the few gorges that you can put the drone up. They just did ask if there's anybody else hanging around, just ask their permission to see if they mind. But we're here by ourselves, all to ourselves.
Doesn't happen very often.
Right.
hear a funny, strange noise coming from underneath the car. So Grant's having a look, and I'm just driving to see if we can replicate and find out what the noise is. Just pushing the car. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Hello, moon.
The showers are very cool, but there's something else that's here as well. I mean, there's toilets, but there's something additional.
And I guess you always seem to know. Hello, moon.
Can you see if you fit in it? Oh yeah, nice and relaxing.
Yeah, this might be happening. I think it might be happening.
So there's no tap for the bathtub. There's a bucket in the corner, so I guess you can fill the bucket up and then fill the bathtub up. But there's this tap. Maybe we can just attach the hose and fill the bathtub up.
Yep, I think I might.
I reckon.
I might.
That'd be nice. Oh, you might be having a bath.
I should be the last to know.
We just took a little walk down to check out the waterhole, which looks very nice, but we've decided that we might try out the bathtub instead and give that a go. So just walking back up to the van to get everything ready. How's the Serenity?
Babe.
Surprised you fit in the bathtub.
I don't really. The legs are at the risk of moving the strategically placed bubbles. Yeah, my feet don't really fit. Fit like a size 16 and a size 6.
Look at that foot. Man, that's a dirty foot.
Not for long.
Now, for context, this bath is actually quite big because I'm on my tippy toes to reach the end of it.
Oh, whatever. So I noticed yesterday, we're at the gorge, I noticed a bit of a clanking every now and again. We went through a bump or a hole or whatever. Just it would happen and I wouldn't hear it again. I just couldn't figure out what that was, but everything seemed normal. So yesterday we went to the Sandy Gorge. It was a sandy track in. On the way out, I thought I'd put it in four-wheel drive. I turned left to exit the little car park thing, and I heard this ping, like big metal ping. Like, whatever that was, that wasn't good. So straight away, I think steering, front end, basically. That's sort of where it came from. And as I'm turning, it would just like clunk, 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 clunk when I came off the power. I don't know exactly what the problem is. it might be the hub assembly, but the front stub axle seems to be moving inside the wheel. So I don't think I've got drive to the front right wheel. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get out of the Gibb with two-wheel drive. I feel like I kind of would like four-wheel drive for some of the crossings. I'm feeling like if it's going to be in two-wheel drive, I should be able to get home, providing I don't need four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But home's 5,000 k's away.
Yeah, I don't think we have any other four-wheel driving planned, so.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's all blacktop. The only thing is that stub axle is just sort of dangling in the breeze. And when it's turning like that, I'm not sure if it's... Well, it shouldn't be turning if it's in two-wheel drive. But it's still knocking on the CV, or on the uni joint, rather. So, I don't know.
We'll see how we go.
I think it'll be fine. I'm just going to be quietly stressing about it the whole time now.
We're all packed up, leaving Ellenbrea, and we're heading on to Honeymoon Station at the moment. It's a good little camp here.
Awesome.
Yeah, the amenities are really good as well. I don't know, it's like a little oasis in the middle of the desert. Yeah.
So I just put out of the campground at Ellenbrea, and the truck wouldn't pull away. It was just sort of like limp mode, basically. And I just started to go up a bit of a hill, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm going to make it. So I just pulled over, and I have this little OBD link plug that goes straight into your CPU port under the dash. You connect it to your phone, it'll run its diagnostics, and it'll just tell you what the codes are, and you find out what the problem is. Oftentimes, this app will tell you what the problem is, what the code is, and then give you the link to find out what the actual code means. It also just tells you what it is sometimes, depending on what the code is. So it's come up with P0102, which is mass or volume airflow circuit low input. To me, that's the mass airflow sensor that goes, like the little plug that goes onto the top of the airbox. That's come free. I didn't check that this morning. That's my bad. I'm going to do that now. Once I've done that, I'll run the vehicle. I'll see how that goes. If I get up the hill, I'll get to the top, reconnect, clear that code, but only if I'm 100% sure that it's okay to clear that code. If it's anything sort of beyond that, then I'm not going to, I don't mess with this too much. I only use it to know what that code is. It wouldn't surprise me if that got rattled free. And that shouldn't rattle out. It seems like I can accelerate. So that might have been the only problem, is like the mass airflow sensor plug. So let's just hope that sort of stuff doesn't continue to happen.
So we have decided to camp down by the river, all by ourselves, apart from the 50 bazillion flies. And we're just walking down to the river. Grant's going to have a little flick.
A quick flick. Just see how we go. See how we go with the snappy logs.
I don't know, I reckon there would be quite a few in there.
Well, there definitely are crocs in there, and they say on the sign not to camp on this side of the road, to camp on that side, because there are saltwater crocs. And do not swim. Hopefully we can see some. And we might put the drone up later and see if we can find any hanging around as well. How nice is this, babe?
It's not bad, is it? It's just so peaceful. Now that the wind's died down a little bit, well, a lot, and we're the only ones here, and we've got that to ourselves. Apart from the flies that are really, really friendly at the moment, I don't have anything to complain about. It's just magic. And it's magic hour too, so it's just that extra bit more special.
When you're lost and no one's there, and you wonder who even cares. Oh, come back to your breath, don't drift away from me. I will come down to remind you of before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up and away from all our fears. How are we supposed to know on our own? Together we can go slow. Why don't you leave it all to me? I know how hard it all can be. I'm here to hold your hand through this. Whoa, I'll be beside you all alone. My love for you is so strong. We're right where we belong. Wander around the same old town. Your best kept secrets underground.
At Home Valley Station, when you drive in, you do have the option of different campgrounds. So around the homestead itself, there are 3 areas that you can actually camp on, and it's really nice green grass. You can park up there and use the pool and go into the restaurant, have dinner, and they have bands and music and stuff on some nights and stuff, which is really great if you're into that. There's also another option. We found this out because I asked about fishing, and they said, "Oh, well, there is another campground." Oh, okay, great. Where is that? Why wouldn't you tell me that? And it's the Riverfront Campground, which is where we are at the moment. And it's not as pretty. The ground itself, it's not all green and lush and stuff. It doesn't get watered. Not that I care. We camp in dirt most of the time, and particularly on this road. But you got that vista. I mean, if there's no music playing and no reason to be at the homestead, why wouldn't you want to do that? Look at that. Particularly when we're the only ones around here. Like, we got that view to ourselves. So, I guess we just got lucky, and we do things differently to other people. So yeah. We're pretty happy with it.
We're going to go camp on a river camp on the other side of the Pentecost. So we will be crossing the river, which is a little bit nerve-wracking considering we have a little bit of an issue.
The idea of having a four-wheel drive is that you have four-wheel drive when you need it. Anyway, it's all part of the adventure, hey?
So, at the Pentecost river crossing.
Yeah.
Grant's going to put the drone up, and we know what that means. Means I have to drive.
It's alright, you can't break the car anymore. It's fine.
Don't say that. Probably can.
You'll be right.
It's all good. Doesn't look like there's any crocs, so about where I could see, so that's pretty good. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, had to reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
A little bit unfair is having this beautiful waterway in front of us and you can't swim in it or cool off or anything, and it's pretty warm. It's definitely pretty warm today. If you're just thinking, is that the river crossing right next to our camp? It is. It definitely is. Because we only have two-wheel drive. We're not going to drive all the way down the track. It gets quite sandy. And we would need four-wheel drive for that. So we've just basically on the first camp, next to the road, next to the crossing, next to the water. So the crossing's just there. But can't complain. It's just beautiful. How nice is this?
Nice peaceful afternoon. Peaceful way to finish off a kind of a stressful day.
Yeah. It's been a little bit stressful. Stressful couple of days actually. It's always stressful when you get to deal with issues. But it's nice to sit and relax and enjoy the scenery. How beautiful is this? Not a breath of wind. And the lake, or the river, is just glassed out. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. We came out last night and had a little look with the torch, and there was a crocodile in front of us. It was over there on the other side of the bank, and we could just see little eyes reflecting, and then it popped up. We could basically see his whole body, and then went in and laid close to the rocks. Not there this morning. Well, I don't know. It could be under the water, but wow, just stunning. So we're up and we're about to head off to El Questro so that we can go get a pass to go to the hot springs and to Emma Gorge. We've left the van at the Pentecost River camp and we're just driving in. With the car the way it is, we just didn't want to tow the van in. There is a water crossing to get into El Questro, so anyway, we've decided to leave the caravan at the Pentecost and drive in ourselves, and we're going to go have a look at the hot springs. We just dropped into El Questro and picked up our day pass. I think it was $12 for the day, and we're going to go do I think it's Zebedee hot springs. I don't know if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sure you tell me. So we're going to do the hot springs and then we're going to go do Emma Gorge. And then there's a whole host of other gorges and tracks that you can do from El Questro. We're not doing them, we don't have time. There's some of them take like a whole day to go do. So we're just going to do those two and then we'll be leaving the Gibb tomorrow. Very cool in here, temperature and visually. Such a dork.
It's only like the start of the day as well. God help me.
I actually feel like there's nobody else here now. I can't really hear anybody in the distance. I can just hear this little trickle behind me. And I feel like I'm in my own little private hot spring. Just amazing.
Yeah, it's the view too. Oh man.
And it's like all these palms and then the cliffs right above us. It's actually really pretty and beautiful here.
So we've seen everyone on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, people that we follow that have been here. And you're like, yeah, pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. And you come here and I'm constantly going, it's more than pretty. And I think I don't know, like you see it on film and you go, oh yeah, it's nice. It's really like it's really nice. But you have to come here to feel the feeling that these places have. Particularly when we like find a little pool like this on our own. It's pretty special, I've got to say.
Time to head back to the car.
Don't know synonym. Get away from me. Yardstick ball in order.
We're starting our walk to Emma Gorge. There is a sign out the front that says you can't start after 10 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock now. Just because of the heat, it gets too hot. But I think it's about a 3-hour trek. I don't know, I think it's maybe 3.5 kilometres. Let's get going.
So far it's a pretty, you need to be fairly mobile to walk it, but the track's not too bad. About 3k, it is starting to get a bit hot, like I'm starting to drip.
You are dripping.
I'm dripping a lot. It's nice when the breeze is blowing, but it's not always. The track's not always visible. You need to sort of keep your eyes open. A bit like Manning Gorge in that respect. Big boulders to climb over. We're sort of, I reckon we're getting pretty close.
I even had my concentration face with my tongue out. Making sure I don't fall over. Right, Ellenbrea Gorge.
Done.
Done, dusted. Tick.
Well worth it too. It was so pretty.
Yeah, do you know what? I think it is the prettiest. My favourite.
I'd put it up there.
Yeah.
I'd put it on top of Manning.
Yeah.
Manning is pretty spectacular, but
yeah,
I don't know. I reckon Ellenbrea Gorge is far prettier.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite so far. The track in, a bit rocky. Yeah, you got to scramble over things, but it's not too bad.
It's a bit how you going for, well, let's just say anyone older than us that doesn't do a lot of walking because of the heat and the climbing over boulders and stuff.
Yeah, and if you've got like knee issues or stability issues, take one of those walking sticks. Give
it a go, but if you can manage it, it's so worth it.
Definitely recommend. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So last morning on the Gibb, we're all packed up. We're leaving our camp on the Pentecost River, and because we're not super far from the entrance, Grant's reversing the car and the caravan back out to the drive. It's quicker than driving all the way through and having to do a 3-point turn and then coming back out. So we're just going to do some reversing. So Grant gets to put his reversing skills to the test over the rocks, getting the caravan back to the road. So there's only about maybe 100, 150 metres that Grant's had to reverse. A couple of big rocks that stick out here and there that you have to get the wheels over. But, he's nearly there. So was that easier than driving up and around, you reckon?
Not really. But there's very little chance of me getting bogged in two-wheel drive at the moment. So I would have been okay. Like the track that I had sort of planned out for myself was all right. It just had a tight turn, and then I had to turn again around through soft sand, and then it sort of went through an S-bend, and then it would have been a hard work getting through that. So I thought, I'll give reversing a go, but I've never really reversed a distance like that in terrain like that. It's just sort of
rocks.
You're forever correcting. It's like basically what that was like reversing a 4-ton box trailer. So really super duper responsive and had a mind of its own sort of thing because of all the rocks it was going over. So that was fun. Good way to start the morning. Let's roll.
We're now blacktop all the way into Kununurra. So that's it for the dirt section. And Grant's gonna put some air back in the tyres.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is grey, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows are capturing. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm
we've made it. We're at the end of the Gibb.
We've done the Gibb.
Done. Tick. I must say that it's not without mishap.
Yeah, but you get that, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I reckon 9 out of 10 cats have problems on the Gibb, so it's what happens.
Yeah.
Price of doing business, but been brilliant. It seems like an eternity ago since we started it.
I
Since
know.
we're at the other side.
I don't even know when we started. I think we started on like the 30th of August.
Mhm.
We're in September and it's the 22nd of September, so it's taken us 23 days
23 days. Wowzers.
to get through, which has been amazing. We've enjoyed, I'm going to say like 98% of the time. There's been some small periods where it hasn't been as enjoyable,
Yeah,
but all in all, fantastic.
unreal.
And we'll do another separate video where we go through a little bit of a rundown of everything. And that's it for this one.
Off to Kununurra and Lake Argyle.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
See ya.